I'm Nobel, and I'm the founder of Fuse, a fast-growing real estate brand. This week, I'm taking you to Lithuania, the Czech Republic. Let's go. All right. I'm back in the Netherlands, and we're on our way to Rotterdam to see the ATP tennis finals. And tomorrow I'm going to Lithuania to see part of the team. So I'm going to meet the head of finance, head of expansion, and our city manager in Riga. He's going to come over to Lithuania because it's like only an hour drive, I think, from Riga to Vilnius. So this is really a week where I will see part of the team in person. I think I explained in my last video like that once in a while when you have a remote team that this is super important to create opportunities to see each other face to face. I'm trying to do this like every 2-3 months at least with the key players in the team. And then on Wednesday I'm flying from Vilnius to Prague. And then I'm meeting our new city manager. And then on Thursday I'm meeting up with some friends in Prague. And then Thursday evening I'm flying back to Amsterdam. So it's gonna be an exciting week. Let's go! Alright, I just arrived to Vilnius. I have never been here, so the only thing I know is that it's very cold. I have to go to the AC Hotel by Marriott.
Last week it's minus 25, 27.
So I arrived in summer, it's good. Oh. There you go. Nice little room. And so we did a whole day of work here in Vilnius. Just gonna grab some dinner now. I'll introduce you to the people in the team. All right, I'm here with Krodos, our head of expansion. So so what does that mean in Fuse, head of expansion?
So it's about new markets, new cities, taking on new properties, onboarding new city managers or partners, creating joint ventures, making Fuse larger.
And at what markets are you looking now to expand?
Well, we've just started in Vienna, Austria. So there, we are already there, but we need to grow much faster there.
Yeah.
Poland is the big one. Actually, in the whole Central and Eastern Europe, only Poland has the depth, because usually we can only have like 1 or 2 cities which are operationally viable. Poland has probably 5, 6, maybe even 7 cities where you can, you have the enough size in terms of number of international students and current market penetration, the low level of PBSA penetration to expand that. So Poland is very important. Prague, and further down the line, let's see, we don't want to be just in Central Eastern Europe.
What do you enjoy most working at Fuse?
Well, of course, with you.
It's very nice.
Yes, with you, it's the best.
I'm here with Inges, and Inges is our country manager for Latvia. And what does that mean, being a country manager at Fuse?
Well, hi, nice to meet you guys. In general, a country manager is a mix of property management, expansion, pretty much anything to do with a property in that country. You take care of it and make sure it gets done.
Yeah. And when did you start at Fuse?
I met Marco online in LinkedIn about 2 years ago. It was 2 years ago, right?
I think I missed 2 years.
Yeah.
What were some challenges you had at the last 2 years? Yeah.
The biggest challenge was getting the first properties.
Okay.
And just dealing with the rejections of some properties we wanted, but always finding new ones. I'd say that was the biggest challenge for Riga. And the biggest challenges with other cities were finding good people in each one of these cities, because it's not easy to find a person who's really immersed in the markets in these local cities. But overall, I'd say those were 2 big challenges.
It's also because like being a country manager, like you need to be a jack of all trades for this league, because you do expansion, you lead property management.
Exactly.
Like it's a lot to put in one person.
It is. It really is. It really is. And it takes up all your time, because really, real estate in general is always 24/7.
I'm quickly grabbing my jacket because it's super cold outside. We just did a whole day of work here in the hotel.
plan is to build an additional 8%. Well,
Manhattan and the Baltics.
from the city planning perspective,
So what do we have here?
we have a carnival. We are chanting for the winter to fuck off.
I understand that.
We are already getting tired of it, you know.
I understand.
It's cold.
It's like minus 50 here.
It's only -9.
Theaters because you don't need them anymore.
It's been the coldest winter in 15 years.
They remade this old hotel. This is just like Soviet era,
Okay.
but I really like the interior.
It was a very productive day. We worked the entire day on future expansion of Fuse. Inges was here, who is country manager in Latvia, and Carolus, who is our head of expansion, who is based here in Vilnius. With Fuse, we're currently working on increasing the portfolio of buildings that we operate in Central and Eastern Europe. We are really specializing ourselves now in transforming residential real estate to student housing. And we don't own most of the assets. We actually operate them. It means we're signing management agreements and master leases on these buildings. We take them from the asset owners, and most of the time we transform them together with them to student housing, and then we rent them out to students. That's a model that we are doing now in 4 cities: Riga, Vienna, Prague, and Budapest. We're expanding to Krakow and Warsaw now, and we're also looking at Vilnius now. So that's the reason why we're here. Hey, Andre, good morning. How are you doing? Yeah, that works. I was just wondering, where should we meet? I'm staying at the... All right, just got to Prague. Very cozy room. I really like it. All right, I'll get some work done. The reason we started Fuse in the more central and eastern part of Europe is that these markets are still not very mature yet. And that's why the bigger players are not active here. And that's where our opportunity is. And we're confident that despite these markets not being mature yet, we have a true opportunity here. And the reason why we're so confident is that we own the demand. Because we don't just own Fuse, we also own Socials, which is a social platform for international students moving to new cities. So we have access to these students months before they arrive in their new city, which puts us in the perfect position to offer them a room. So this is our go-to-market strategy. Start in markets that are not very mature yet and enter these markets with a student housing product as an operator. So we will have very good results and data from our 2 years as an operator, and we can use that to go into asset ownership. What we already do now is, from starting more to the east, we're moving more westwards because we built up a bit of a track record already. So we have done really well in Latvia, in Hungary, and now we're moving more to the west and are opening in Poland. We've already opened in Austria, and now here in the Czech Republic, where we already started the market, but now we're starting with a new city manager to give it an extra boost. Probably the next market is Germany, but we're also looking at Belgium and the Netherlands.